Welcome, Michael. Welcome back. We're doing a podcast at 11:06 p.m. Late night podcast after the Timberwolves and Mavericks game.
It's a late one, boys. Thank you for having me.
What were your thoughts on the game, man? We had
man. I mean, to be honest, I don't bet, but if I were to bet, I bet on the Timberwolves. I just feel like Anthony Edwards has so much potential. He's a rising star, honestly.
You think the really? What about Kyrie Irving and what's his name? Luka Doncic?
Yeah. I don't know. I just like rooting for the underdogs, honestly.
Yeah, but if you had who's winning the whole series for the NBA, like who do you think's gonna win it all?
Probably the Celtics.
You think
it's gonna be hard? Yeah.
No, the East is not going to beat the West. Celtics is not. There's no way Celtics is beating the Mavericks or Timberwolves.
I don't know. I feel like Jason Tatum, he's a great leader on the court. I feel like he can do it.
I thought you were going to say more after that.
Yeah, I thought you were going to keep going.
I mean, there's not much else to say. I feel like it's just going to be Celtics at the end of the day.
All right, fair play. What do you got, Tanner?
I think the Timberwolves are going to win.
Really?
Whoever wins this between Timberwolves and Mavericks is winning the whole thing.
I feel like it's going to be a close series, Timberwolves and Mavs. Mm-hmm.
It will be. But then whoever wins between them two is going to wipe out the Celtics.
Who you got winning between those two?
Timberwolves.
I feel like it's going to be Timberwolves versus Celtics for the finals.
Celtics are going against Pacers, right?
Yeah. They're going to kill the Pacers.
Who would have thought? I thought that the Nuggets would win again. Who would have thought the Timberwolves would surprise everybody, wipe out Kevin Durant and the Suns?
Exactly. Insane. The Suns got swept. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Bro, the Suns have Kevin Durant,
Bradley Beal, Devin Booker.
Yeah.
And they got Bol, don't they?
Oh, they do actually.
Yeah.
Was he injured though? I don't remember seeing him.
I don't think they play him. I think they just have him on the roster. Like that Taco Fall guy. He only got played for like 2 minutes.
He's playing in like China now.
Yeah. He only got played for like 2 minutes in the NBA and then they took him out. Never played ever again on the Celtics.
Yeah.
I remember watching that game.
He went to UCF.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He got drafted. Wow.
All right, let's change gears. Michael, deep question.
Yes,
ready?
All right, hit me.
If your younger self was looking at you right now, would he be proud of you?
That's a good question. I would say he would be proud because when I have like a dream in mind, I throw all my energy to it and I put all my effort in and I chase it as hard as I can. And I really have only gotten better at that. I haven't gotten worse. So I feel like I keep on doing that. So I think he would definitely be proud of me because I still have that same mindset today.
What about you, Lucas?
As of where I am at right now, I don't think I think he'd be proud, but wouldn't be the proudest. You know, I mean, I made it to college, so I feel like that's a big accomplishment that younger me would have never imagined. I mean, younger me probably imagined me being like 6'5", in the NBA by now. Not gonna lie, I didn't get those genetics, but it's whatever. You know, we persevere with what we have. But yeah, I think he'd be a little bit proud of me. I still got a lot more to go. I mean, well, I feel like younger me would be proud, but me now, not proud. I'll say that. What about you, Tanner?
I would say that just like Lucas, when I was younger, I really wanted to be in the NBA, and I didn't get there, obviously. But I think he'd be proud of how my life went and how I dealt with certain challenges and how I overcame these obstacles that I've been through. Because it's hard. Whatever life throws at us, it looks bad at the time, but once we go through it and learn from everything, we see that in the end, it was what we really needed. So I would say that my younger self would be proud of how I handled everything. Yeah.
Well said. I totally agree.
Nah, dude, life's crazy, bro. Like you're on a path to one thing, and all of a sudden everything just changes.
Yeah, dude. When we were younger, we really thought we were going to the NBA. I mean, I was killing it in middle school ball.
We're killing it in the YMCA now.
Yeah.
That's funny. No, it's crazy how there's levels to just to everything in general, bro. Like, was it? I think during the Y, you guys played like some AAU kids, right?
Oh yeah, they were
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
No, it's like, but they're like in 4th grade. How old were you?
You were playing too.
I didn't play them.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
He was on our team, though.
I
Was
didn't
it?
verse them. Reverse them.
Well, you were on my team, too.
You were. Wasn't Lucas on our team?
All right, but back to what I was saying.
I don't
like,
know. We switched
like-
a lot of teams.
There's just levels to like people's like athletic ability when it comes to the court. It's crazy. Like, bro, to get to that D1 level, jeez, that's insane. Like, you could talk about it because what, you're like a fighter or something like that.
You know, the fighters, something like that. There's no D1 levels in fighting, but I would say that
I don't know. I mean, you're like.
I would say you look at UFC fighters and you see, and you just, when you're watching the fight, all you can think of is throw that punch. Come on, throw the kick. Oh, if I was in there, I'd be doing this, that, this.
Mhm.
But when you're in the real fight, dude, it's scary. Like
Like-
there's levels to it, like Lucas said. And when you're in a fight, your adrenaline takes over and you just go crazy.
Like,
And
I'm sorry to cut you off, but that Gaethje fight when he had his broken nose.
Oh,
how he
that
went
was
through
awesome.
Every single round.
but to
Loved
be
it.
patient like they are in the UFC, that's really, really big.
What would you guys say is like the hardest combat sport to get into or like just to be in? If you had to choose between one,
MMA.
MMA.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
everything combined.
True. Yeah. Okay.
Are
Well,
you saying other than MMA?
yeah. Other than MMA, like you know how
Um,
you need to, like
yeah.
BJJ, Muay Thai, kickboxing, like between those and boxing.
I would say, Michael, you go first.
I would say it's a sport called Lethwei. It's basically MMA, but there's also headbutting and everything too. So I feel like that's just another level to it.
Lethwei?
Yeah, it's called Lethwei.
Never heard of that. I've heard of bare knuckle fighting. Heard of that one?
Bare
Yeah,
knuckles,
It's like
crazy.
all of that. Yeah.
That's crazy. Bare knuckle. Would you ever do a match like that or no?
I would say bare knuckles the hardest to get. It's just being fucking. I wouldn't even say it's being brave. It's just having no fear. Because my dad told me this quote: "The only way to be brave is to have fear." And those people, they don't have fear. They just go in there and they just want to kill somebody. But to
Yeah.
answer your question, I would never do bare knuckle. No, that's just signing up to die. to get
bro,
brain
it's literally
damage.
bare knuckle.
Yeah.
CTE. Yeah.
Dude, I saw one of the fights and just how they look after is terrible, bro. Because they have like the knuckle, like you know how your knuckles like can imprint on the skull or something like that. They have
Oh,
to.
it's all over their body.
Just crazy sport. Those people have to be crazy, like in the head. You have to be like you can't be sane to do that sport.
You know what's crazy? How Bryce Hall did a bare knuckle fight.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Who would have thought after losing in boxing he would have went and just did a fight with no gloves against an undefeated fighter and win?
Yeah.
But he won.
It's crazy.
He looked pretty sharp as well.
He won the fight.
Yeah.
That was a wild fight.
Would you guys ever want to be famous?
Yeah, I would. I feel like a lot of perks comes with being famous.
But
I
can't
would
you
like
also
that.
say that there's a lot of negatives that come from being famous as well?
Yeah, true. I mean, it's a mix of both, but at the end of the day, when I walk into a room, I want people to know who I am. So I'd rather be famous.
But why? What are the perks that come with being famous?
I feel like you can get a reservation anywhere. I feel like, I don't know, just be like fun taking pictures with people. I feel like you get a greater influence when you're famous compared to like when you're not famous.
What about you, Lucas?
That's a great question. There are a lot of perks and
There's also a lot of negatives.
Negatives,
No
yeah.
privacy.
Yeah.
When you have if you like someone, you want to date a woman or a man, whatever you're into, Michael,
Mhm.
everybody's gonna know about it.
Yeah. No, that's true. It is like having like a microscope on you the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you?
What would you do, Lucas?
I think I'd like to.
I would want to be. I would want to be famous, even with
I like to give it a try.
even with the negatives. I would still
Yeah.
want to do it because, I mean, you see famous people on social media. This is a whole nother conversation we could have, and we see a reality that is not true. We see how happy they are. Maybe it is true, but I believe that they're showing their fans something that's not really their lives. They're showing what they want to portray to their fans, but it's not really their life. And that's what I want to. We could talk about that on social media. Do you guys believe that the most of the things on social media is false reality?
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
There's that one saying, "Never meet your idols."
Mhm.
You never
That's
meet
true.
your idols?
Yeah,
That is true. Yeah.
you never want to meet your idols.
Oh, because then, yeah, you
Because
could
they're a lot
change
different
everything.
from
Yeah.
what they actually appear to be.
It's crazy that when we were younger, we used to watch YouTubers and we used to imagine that we were best friends with them. And we would watch.
Yeah.
You guys had the same thing?
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
you just have no idea who you are. You know what I'm saying? You know everything about them, but they know nothing about you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
freaky that they have such a big influence on you, but you never even met the person.
That'd be weird, like having a stalker person or just someone that's like always just like your number one fan. That'd be weird.
I was always into Team 10, Jake Paul.
Oh yeah, that was big back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Our day, yeah. We're getting older, man.
It was Jake Paul and his squad. Yeah, I like their videos. They
What was
were
that
really
video?
cool.
It's every day, bro. That was like
Yeah.
the biggest. Yeah.
I wasn't really into Team 10. I was more into Rice Gum and FaZe and FaZe Banks.
Yeah, FaZe is still kind of popular right now, but it's crazy how the famous people changed. Now they're really all streamers and people who play video games like Sketch, Jinxie, and those type of people.
Mhm.
Back then, it was vloggers. It was mostly people who showed their lifestyle and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like Casey Neistat, all those guys.
Do you think that has something to do with people's attention span, like social media, or
Yeah, 100%. But also, they do go live on Kick, Twitch, and stuff like that. And those videos are usually an hour or something.
yeah? I feel like the videos now people are showing are just people trying to get like clips of like the public just going crazy on them. For example, I saw this one clip. I saw this.
It's sticking out, bro. You got a hair boner, bro.
You saw the one clip?
All right, so I saw this one clip of this kid who went up to like this family or like this mom and daughter eating, and he just took a fry out of their meal
Really?
What? Wow.
for like content, right? And the daughter starts pressing the little kid, and the little kid's like, "You gonna fry me or what?" It's like, bro, what the heck?
You gonna fry me?
Fight me.
Fight me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really wanted the clip, bro. Like just like that little ounce of
That's
clout.
flaw. Yeah.
You think you'd ever get that to that level?
Never.
I hope not. No.
Michael, what would be the way that you want to be famous? You said you wanted to be famous. How would you
Yeah.
want to do that?
Honestly, just by being passionate in something, probably like fitness, like getting jacked, and then spreading like awareness, like the fitness community about just like clean bulking, stuff like that.
Are you trying to bulk? You said you were trying to bulk a couple episodes ago, right?
Yeah, I mean, I got sick recently, but other than that, I've been pretty consistent. with
So is that your goal right now? You want to be an influencer?
I mean, maybe with like cooking and like fitness, but we'll see.
You
how
say
it goes.
cooking?
Fitness, like lifestyle, maybe that stuff.
Like a Sam Sulik?
No, I don't want to take steroids, but something like that. Yeah.
And how would you want to be famous, Lucas? If you could.
Just being that guy. Yeah, one
On
of
the
the biggest ways I want to be.
That's
Oh, God damn it! All right.
That was smart, Tanner. Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the biggest ways I want to be famous is obviously kicking ass with Tanner Stone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, it's one big way we can
Where
influence.
can
a
I
lot
get
of
that
people to
shirt
be-
from?
We can wait. Hold on, I'm not done talking.
All right.
We can influence a lot of people to make smart decisions and kick ass in life, because that's what we want to do, and entertain people too.
Bam.
Good job.
Oh yeah, the shirts.
Yeah, what can
They're
I
coming
get
out soon. They're $15. And if you want them right now, DM me. DM Kicking Ass Tanner Stone Instagram. And I'll respond and tell me your size. If you want this one or the long sleeve is $25. And yeah, DM me.
Look, quality is very good. You can use it to work out. You can use it to wear every day, regular fit. Good overall.
Do we have you sold, Michael?
Of course. I'm going to buy one after this podcast.
And plus, who doesn't like pink?
Exactly.
Only men wear pink.
All right, back to the podcast. Michael, what is your number one rule in life?
Honestly, my number one rule in life is just stay true to yourself and stay true to other people around you. Because I feel like people put on such a persona just to like make as many friends as possible, but they kind of lose themselves along the way. So I just want to stay true to myself in life.
It's good advice. Yeah.
I like that. Stay true to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
My number one rule in life is just be honest. Honesty is huge with me. And even if it's the hardest thing in the world to tell me, I need the truth. Because you know when someone's lying to you. Everybody knows. Even if they're such a good liar, you could just feel it in your body if they're lying to you. And honesty just goes such a long way with me. Just being able to communicate your feelings and be honest with someone if you're upset at them, even if they make you happy, being honest and telling them that they're a good piece of in your life. And yeah, honesty just goes a long way with me. And that's how I've been taught while I was growing up, is just always be honest.
Do you think honesty and trust are the same thing or different?
I think that if you're not honest, you could break someone's trust. But is honesty and trust the same thing? I think they're two different things. Michael, would you agree?
Yeah, I feel like they are two different things. But I mean, they're pretty similar, though, at the same time.
Because you trust someone to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone breaks the honesty, they lose your trust, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if someone breaks your trust, they're not an honest person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Correlate.
They correlate, but I feel like they're two different things.
No, I feel that.
Yeah. What's your number one rule in life?
Actually, I have two.
Two?
I got two. But if I had to choose one, I would say the most important thing is it doesn't matter what other people think, and don't let other people influence you on anything. What I mean by that is, like, I feel like nowadays, whenever you see on social media, like, people with like the amazing
Don't say
body,
like.
right. When you see people on social media, you see the top 1% on social media when you scroll through, right?
Yeah.
You don't see the average regular Joe. You don't have to compare yourself to those people. Everyone takes time to get to that point to their life. So that's why.
I get that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So basically everybody has their own path to where they want to be, and don't think that other people don't look at other people for advice, but don't look at them for a path. Like, create your own path.
Exactly, yeah, because you can go on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and see hundreds of like 18, 19-year-old kids saying, I make $1 million a year already. I make 100K stuff. Just saying those big numbers, and you're 18, 19, and you're just sitting down.
Yeah.
It takes time. All right. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. Those kids probably put in the work that you don't know, and they're going to try to teach you. But that's why you have to put in your own work instead of looking for, like an easy
shortcut.
way out.
Yeah,
shortcut, easy way out. It takes time to get to where you want to be.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Because I do agree with you. I really feel like people look on social media and see all these people, and they think that those people on social media, they got it easy. But everybody, it takes time. It's hard work to get to where you want to be, to succeed in life.
Yeah, they see it as an outlet. Like they see it as they don't want to live their life, but they want to live someone else's life. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, Michael?
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like people want to live vicariously through celebrities and other people like that, but you have to honestly live your life in a vacuum and stay in your own lane and just focus on yourself, because you'll get there at the end of the day. But I feel like with comparing yourself to other people, it's just going to hurt you at the end of the day, honestly.
Do you think that you should ever compare yourself to someone else?
I feel like only when it's positive.
In what ways could it be positive? Like pushing yourself?
Like, yeah, I feel like if you compare yourself to someone that's more successful than you, you should feel empowered to go and chase after your own goals, rather than just feel depressed or anxious and feel like you'll never get to where they're going to be.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't think that. I don't think you should compare yourself to anyone else. Only yourself.
Do you think you shouldn't, because you should see where you were and try to push yourself past your limit instead of looking at other people and where they're at in life? Or
I say, yeah, what you said is right, but I also say it's good to get yourself in the environment of where those people are, because when you get yourself into like the environment of the people where you want to be, it will help you get creative and get more ideas on how you can become just like the person that that you follow.
So you do or don't compare yourself?
Don't. All right. Well,
you just explain how you do.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so you do. Be honest. Yeah.
Like, you can. I say both, but like I say both.
That's what I say. Yeah.
I would say you do if they're related and if they're chasing after the same goal as you. But you don't if you're going, let's say Lucas is bulking, I'm cutting. Why would I compare myself to Lucas when he's chasing after a different goal than me?
Yeah.
But if we're both bulking, then I would compare myself to him, because I would be like, damn, like he's working out this much. I need to push myself harder.
No, I totally agree with that. I feel like it creates like friendly competition.
That's a good way of putting it. That if you're chasing after the same goal, then you should.
Yeah. You both push each other.
Yeah.
And then for don't, it's you did.
If you have different goals.
Yeah. Like yeah. You said it. Yeah. All right.
All right, Michael, what's your biggest takeaway from this podcast?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Of course.
Yeah, that's a good one. I just had it to.
You might need to go the whole podcast.
I thought we were going to go for a little longer, though. But Lucas, you go.
Lucas, what's your biggest takeaway from this podcast?
Be yourself. Don't let others influence you unless you're going for the same goal.
What about you, Michael?
I would definitely say just live every day like it's your last. Don't take any second for granted. Get the most out of life.
My biggest takeaway from this podcast is I like the topic when we talked about trust and honesty. And I think that, I don't know, I would just say I learned that how much they correlate. I didn't really think of that before. And I also learned what we just talked about on how just try to push yourself as much as you can. And I think that if you push yourself and compare yourself to other people who are chasing after the same goal as you, then you could get pretty far in life. Yeah, but don't compare yourself in a negative way. Just think about it and put it in your mind, positive and negative. And if it's positive, do it. Negative, don't. Yeah. Nice talking to you guys.
You too.
Peace.